Thank you, God. What's up, everyone? My name is Duncan. I'm an editor, and I make commentary videos on YouTube about things I find important. And if you've stuck with my channel for a long time, you might remember a few months ago when I made a video on the YouTube channel Classically Abby. The channel is run by Abby Shapiro, who is sister to Benjamin Shapiro, and her whole channel is basically promoting traditional values in women and men that honor God. Abby is a firm believer that men should go out and make money, while women should stay home and cook and clean, and basically all the traditional 1940s American stereotypes should be present today. And for a while, a lot of people were making fun of Abby because her videos were pretty weird, and it's kind of creepy how much she wants everyone to revert to these very narrow gender roles. And the video I chose to look at was titled, "Women Stop Hooking Up, a Jewish Wife's Message About Sex." In that video, Abby talks about how women should not engage in casual sex because the reward of waiting till marriage will make sex better. And if you've already seen my video, you know what my response is. But if you haven't, basically my point was, you can do what you want. If you, Abby Shapiro, or anyone else, want to wait until marriage in order to engage in that, you can. But forcing that belief system onto other people is unethical. Everybody likes different things, believe it or not. Anyway, that was my video. I posted it. It did pretty well for my channel, and I thought that was it. I thought I would never have to talk about Classically Abby again. Oops. About a week ago, Abby posted a video with nearly the exact same title as the video I covered. Let's get into it. Men, stop hooking up. A Jewish wife talks about sex. God help us.
Hello, Classic Crew, and welcome to today's video, where we're going to be talking about why men should stop hooking up.
Oh, it's the eyes, man. She's so passive-aggressive right off the bat. She's doing that classic Shapiro thing where literally anything you're talking about has to be intense.
I did a video entitled Ladies, Stop Hooking Up a few months ago. After making that video, many angry people said that I had different standards for men and for women.
Hi, I was one of those angry people. I can't speak for everybody who saw your video, but I was not mad at the types of standards, per se. I was mad that you were pushing your standards out onto other people and judging them for not meeting your standards.
Here's the deal. Both men and women should stop hooking up. Honestly, if everyone could just wait until they got married, the world would be a much better place. So men, here's my advice to you. Stop hooking up.
Abby, I think you got your message through already. I don't think anybody's lost.
In many ways, not hooking up is harder for men, and it's a lot harder to get across to them why it's bad for them. There appear to be only positives and upsides to it because the immediate negative consequences aren't as obvious.
You're painting with some pretty broad strokes there, Abby. You can't claim that all men are like one thing, just like you can't claim that all women are like one thing. There are so many men on this planet, and if you really want to try to say that they all do the exact same thing, that's a stupid argument. I don't know why it's so hard for you to accept that people are different and that there's so many different types of people out there who do different things, who believe different things, that grouping them the way you do is not an argument at all.
There appear to be only positives and upsides to it because the immediate negative consequences aren't as obvious.
Personally, I am a man, believe it or not. I know that there can be benefits and drawbacks to having a casual relationship with someone. It really all depends on what that person wants and where they are in their life. Boom. I was just accepting and inclusive, and it wasn't hard to do at all. I did that so easily. Why is Abby struggling with that?
You might think that you'll have street cred if you sleep with a certain number of women. That's a bunch of lies. First of all, sleeping with a certain number of women to prove to your male friends that you can keep up is a useless endeavor. The same guys who care or would be impressed with your number are the same guys who don't deserve your respect in the first place.
Fuck, I actually agree with Classically Abby. Grading people on the quantity of their sexual partners is a very weird and frankly bad scale. Personally, I don't want to know how many sexual partners my friends have had. It's a weird thing to want to know. And it would be an even weirder thing to judge them on it.
Second, a good woman would love to be with a man who saved himself for marriage and for her. She will know that you take sex seriously enough to wait for the right person.
So I'm going to try to put this in a way that I think Abby can understand. Sex is like skateboarding. Don't click off the video yet. Please hear me out. Anybody can stand on a skateboard and slowly move forward. That's basic coordination. But it takes a little bit of effort and skill in order to get better at skateboarding. You might have to practice if you want to learn tricks and be better at skateboarding. You need to spend some time getting comfortable with it. Personally, I was not good at skateboarding when I started out, as most people aren't. But as I gained some experience with people, I learned how to be better at skateboarding and making sure that everyone at the skate park is having a good time. Okay, I lost the metaphor, but I think you know what I mean.
A woman won't think that no woman would sleep with you. She will think that you had options and still made the harder choice. Good women want a good man. And if you're confident in your choice to wait until marriage, it will only reflect well on you.
Pretend I have a megaphone in this hand for this next bit. You cannot judge a man's goodness based on his sexual experience. I know plenty of terrible people who have never had sex, just like I know terrible people who have had sex. There's not a good grading scale there. But overall, you cannot judge if someone is good or holy based on whether or not they're a virgin. That scale does not exist. Those two things are separate. Personality and sexual experience do not correlate as much as Abby might want it to.
Plus, when you get married, now you get to learn how to have sex together. And that's a beautiful opportunity for you both.
Learning new things together can be fun, that is true. But again, what we're not going to do is judge people based on their history. Abby thinks she was sent by God or something in order to teach people how to be good. But here she is judging people that she doesn't even know.
Third, having multiple partners before marriage does not add to your relationship. It opens the door to comparisons, jealousies, and other drama, especially if one or both of the partners has a history of no-strings-attached hookups.
Why would you be insecure of your current partner's history if they're currently with you? That means that they chose you. What is there to be insecure of? Also, maybe you just don't need to go into detail about your ex-partners with your current partner. That seems like a bad idea.
You might think there won't be any consequences regarding pregnancy if you sleep with someone because, hey, you're a man. Guess what? You are responsible for the child that you helped to create, even if you're not the one carrying it.
That's another fair point. But here's a solution for you, Abby. Condoms. I made this point in the last video too. Abby doesn't seem to want to acknowledge the existence of contraceptives. I recommend looking them up, Abby. They're pretty interesting. You might learn a lot.
You might think that you won't catch feelings if you sleep around. Even if you don't catch feelings, you're training yourself to think of sex as no more than a physical act.
Look, people reserve the right to skateboard casually if that's the choice they make. That doesn't mean that other people at the skate park... I shouldn't have tried to brought back the skateboard metaphor. It's not working. If you are someone who requires a little bit more emotional intimacy in your physical relationship with someone, then yeah, hooking up might not be a good choice for you. However, some people enjoy the lack of emotional connection, so casual stuff for them is ideal. And personally, I believe that they should be able to do whatever is most comfortable for them. It is so easy to just let people do what they're comfortable with. Abby's entire channel is just promoting her fantasy society on people. And again, it's totally fine if she wants to abide by those rules, but she can't judge people for not meeting her own high standards.
Hooking up is wasting your time. It's like endlessly scrolling on Twitter, swiping on Tinder, or playing video games mindlessly for hours on end.
What? This just coming after our video games? That crosses the line, Abby. Also, did she just compare Twitter to casual sex? Because that's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. In the last video, she compared sex to ice cream. In this video, she's comparing sex to Twitter and video games. I'm starting to think that Abby doesn't know what sex is.
You are titillating yourself with a surge of dopamine that takes meaning out of your life. Let's be honest. Getting married is one of the most important choices you can make in your life. It sets you on the path of meaning. It's vindicating to love and be loved by someone who you would give everything to and who would do the same for you.
Look, marriage is cute. It's a sweet idea. Sharing your life with somebody that loves you is a very cute concept that I think deserves the weight it carries. But in case you need to hear this, marriage is not your reason for living. You were not born to marry, no matter what Abby tells you. This whole traditional wife lifestyle mentality treats marriage as the end goal for everybody's life. To Abby, we are all just salmon who swim upstream, find a mate, and then die. Like, that's her goal. If you decide to live your entire life without ever marrying someone, that does not make you any less of a human being. That is a very valid choice, and don't let anybody like Abby tell you otherwise. Personally, I would like to get married someday. However, if I meet the right person for me, who loves me and wants to spend the rest of their life with me, but doesn't want to actually get married, I'm cool with that too. I know that I can be a complete person whether I'm legally married to someone or not. Plus, I can just wear a suit and a ring and throw flower petals wherever I want. It's not hard to do. Marriage is nice, but it is not required. And I hope Abby can understand that one day.
Now, here's the thing. Sex is awesome. I can say that as a married woman.
Yeah, I still don't buy that. I think she's trying too hard to convince us.
But sex before marriage sucks. Even if you want to say it's fun, it means nothing, leads to nothing, and prolongs those relationships that don't have a future.
I think sex is fun. And I'm not even married. Every single time I've had sex, it has been premarital. But again, that is my personal choice. If premarital sex is not awesome for you, then don't do it. You just shouldn't craft an entire channel based on forcing that idea onto other people.
Having sex before marriage is irresponsible and sad. Don't lose out on what sex can really mean to you by bringing sex to its basest level.
If I'm dating someone and they don't like the fact that I've been with people before them, then they're not the right person for me. I'm not going to marry and settle down with someone who's mad that I've had sex before. Why would I want to be married to that?
Some feminists say that women should act more like men and hook up in the same way that men do. But here's the truth. Men should act more like women. Treat sex with the respect it deserves.
That is such a messy point of view that I'm not even going to comment on that. Hopefully you can see for yourself how bad that sounded, because I'm too tired to get into it again.
Please head over to classicallyabby.locals.com if you'd like to support my channel, see more of this content, and be part of our community. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!
It's not funny. It's not funny. It's really not funny. Oh my god. Oh my god, what? Oh my god. Oh. If you want to defend Abby in the comments of this video, go ahead. But just know that you are defending someone who chooses to yodel the word goodbye in all of their videos. God, what a fucking gift. What a gift this day has been. I could not ask for a better train wreck. That's where we're ending the video. I don't think it can get any better than that. If you want to see more of me, here's my Twitter. I'm pretty funny on there. Here's my secret Instagram if you would like to follow that. And finally, subscribe if you haven't. Subscribing is cool, and you should do it. All right, everyone, that is the end of the video. Go have an amazing day. Take care of yourself. Go practice casual skateboarding if you want to piss off Abby. I considered yodeling the word bye like Abby did, but I'm definitely not going to do that. If you want me to do that, too bad. maybe at 10K. Thank you all for watching. Bye. Love you.